Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Eluding the pressure right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Kadarius Toney
from 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Kadarius Toney who catches things with a touchdown reception.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, now the ball comes loose. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run here with a rookie. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the 1st fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 3rd down and 10.
Throwing now is Gino.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Now Gino.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Now They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They run again here with Gray.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here is 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Flushed out right.
Able to find Gray here.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better
Instead
way
of
to
your
go?
kicker, yeah. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Gino down to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Smith throw complete there to Thomas.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run.
Still going.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
51 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets away from one. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll drop the throw. Rolling to his right.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Smith throwing again. This is Fant on the short completion. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Second and a couple.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And that'll be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kadarius Toney.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, it's Walker.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get... And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he lost the football.
And it looks like the defense has got it. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 37.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Hand off.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Cardinals have got it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Off of play action, here's Smith.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass caught by Gray.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now back to throw. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Rush comes and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith-Njigba, 83 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. They'll look to throw.
He's got his man. It's Harrison.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Flush to his right.
And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch a defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock, but now you're looking at a 4th down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're going to look to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They run over center with Benson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need it? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught over the middle by Fant. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A run down with Charbonnet. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Booth. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 41. Smith on 3rd down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On the carry, Charbonnet. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Charbonnet is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll buy some time. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Another run here with Benson. And running with power here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Fant on the short completion.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll run it here with Charbonnet.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Still on his feet.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 23-yard line. Oh, wait a minute. They declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand.
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, here's Smith.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's Smith. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They'll go again with Benson.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Sneak attack. They're going to run for it. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. but it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey Benson,
51 yards.
and the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing is Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
On the toss to Charbonnet. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Again, it's Charbonnet.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
He'll look to throw.
Open man right side is Tony.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
He'll drop to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Returnable for Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Geno on first down.
Sure.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. And a loose football.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Smith.
That is caught.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. To the air again, Smith.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This is taken at the 10. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Back to throw now on first down.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Oh, eluding the tackle.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Kadarius Toney with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
In motion right is Toney. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flush to his right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down, being chased out left, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find Gray here.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Smith on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again here with Gray. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now Gray.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 24.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
On the ground, it's Gray. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On first down, it's Benson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith. Pass complete. Thomas. Here's 2nd down. Smith's going to throw it. Gets this complete.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. They find some open field here.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
This is 1st and 10. Smith to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The extra point now coming from Myers. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they will take a knee here.
Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Arizona, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.